Hey guys, 4-3, day 2, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to look at multiplying the two matrices for this objective. Let's go ahead and get moving. Already done these other examples. Okay, multiplying matrices is a bit of a trick. You have to know what's going on. It's actually pretty easy once you know what to do. You need to multiply the row elements by the column elements, and then you add those products together. So if you take a look at your textbook example here, you'll see multiply row 1 to column 1. So we do -1 times -3 plus 0 times 5. And you can see that represented over here. And then that answer, that result, will go in row 1, column 1 element. Vice versa. No, not vice versa. Likewise, when you do row 1, column 2, like down here, -1 times 3, 0 times 0. You add those together, and then they're going to go in row 1, column 2 location. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the one for your notes. Find the product of these two matrices. The one thing that we discussed in class that we haven't discussed here yet is that in order to multiply them, they must have the same, of the first one, it must have the same number of columns as it has rows of the second one. So this one is a, oops, how come that's not working for me? It's not wanting to cooperate. That's my life. All right, so here we have a 2 by 2, and this is also a 2, well, that'll be 2 by 2, 2 rows by 2 columns, as long as the two middle numbers match, and in this case they do, 2 and 2. These are defined, and you can multiply the two matrices together. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And I'm really having some difficulty with this pen, and I apologize. Let's erase this. Alrighty. Here we go. All right, so what I'm going to do here is do all of the mental work on this screen so that you can see everything. So we're going to take the first row and we're going to multiply it to this first column. So that gives us -2 times 4 plus 5 times 2. And if you'll notice, that's what we have here. -2 times 4 plus 5 times 2. If we had had a third set, we would also do those third ones, add those together as well. But in this case, we just have 2. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at row 1 and then column 2. All right, so we've got -2 times 4, -4 plus 5 times 6. All right, now let's take a look at row 2. 3 and -1 times 4, 2. So we have 3 times 4. So we have 3 times 4 plus -1 times 2. And then finally, we have row 2, column 2, and that one is going to give us, let's see, 3 times -4 plus -1 times 6. Okay. All right, so now we just need to close our brackets, and we're going to simplify this matrix so that we have a nice, concise matrix. So over here, we have negative 8, 5 times 2 is 10, negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8, 5 times 6 is 30, 3 times 4 is 12, negative 1 times 2 is negative 2, 3 times negative 4 is negative 12, and negative 1 times 6 is negative 6. Okay, so simplifying this even further, we have negative 8 plus 10 is 2, 12 minus 2 is 10, 8 plus 30 is 38, and then negative 12 and negative 6 is negative 18. All right, so we have just successfully multiplied a 2 by 2 times another 2 by 2, which resulted in a 2 by 2. Okay, example 5. Okay, this one's going to be a real-world application of what we have just done. Matrix A gives the prices of shirts and jeans on sale at a discount store. Matrix B gives the number of items sold on one day. Find the income, so this is what we're looking for, find the income for the day from the sales of the shirts and jeans. Okay, so down here, sorry about that, we have a 1 by 2 matrix. And over here, we have 2 rows and 1 column, so 2 by 1. The 2's match, so that means that we will have a 1 by 1 when we're done. So that gives us 18 times 109 plus 22 times 76. This is going to reduce and give 36, 34. And if you wanted to present it as an answer, it would be $3,634. All right, guys, let's take a look at the final example we have from this section. And that gives us determining whether a product matrix exists. Okay, so looking at this one, and we've touched base on this, determine whether products PQ, and then QP are defined or undefined. So PQ, that is going to be a 3 by 3 times, and the Q matrix is a 3 by 4. Since these match, then it is defined. And for the second portion of this, find the dimensions, that is going to be a 3 by 4 because this is what we have here. Oops. We have this 3 and we have this 4. And that's where the dimensions of the resultant matrix come from. All right, let's take a look at QP now. So QP is a 3 by 4 times a 3 by 3. These do not match, so this one is undefined. I don't know what I did there. And the handwriting seems to be getting worse. Okay, so that's it. If you cannot make, they don't have the same number of rows and columns, then you can't multiply them and it's undefined. I hope that helps everyone. If you have any questions, please make sure you don't wait till the last minute to ask. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Have a great day.